So how do you, looking forward, how do you see that what are the strategies and approaches that can help Pakistan build a progressive, interfaith, harmonic country?
Well, Pakistan is home to not only Muslims, but there is a sizable community of Christians throughout the country, particularly in the Punjab. There are Hindus in Sindh, in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, in Punjab, and in Balochistan as well, particularly in Sindh. And in some areas in Sindh, they have their own members of national or provincial assemblies, because in those areas they are in majority. So I think that Pakistan has no other option but to promote interfaith harmony, interfaith understanding, and better relationship.
We are honored to have Dr. Qibla Ayaz with us today. He is a well-renowned Islamic scholar who has served as VC Peshawar University. He has done his PhD from Edinburgh University in 1985. He has served as Chairman Islamic Ideology Council and now serving as a judge, Appellate Court, Peshawar. We are really honored to have him today with us in our podcast. Thank you so much for joining us today, sir.
My pleasure.
It's highly honored for me to be here sitting in front of you to have this podcast.
Pleasure is mine.
As we see, you have given your life for the interfaith harmony, for the progress of Islamic ideology. How do you see it working in today's world, in today's digital age? And do you see it in a progressive way moving forward?
Very good question indeed. As far as interfaith harmony is concerned, it is need of time, particularly in the nowadays post-globalized world, because borders have become porous and there is human immigration from one place to another, particularly to the world where there are opportunities of jobs, good living, good economy, and this sort of things. So people of different races, different religions, they have settled in one place or another. From European countries and from America, there are people who have come to the Muslim worlds like the Gulf states. And from here, from the Gulf states are Pakistan or many other Muslim countries. Many people have settled in America, in Britain, in France, Australia, and in these areas. So there are people of different religions and races in different countries. That has made interfaith very important to make this planet, world, a decent place for living.
So, sir, you have this huge exposure. You have explored the world, you have done your PhD from UK, you are an alumni of Pakistan-U.S. network, you have been to America as well. How do you see this playing in your work nowadays? How do you see the world looks different outside Pakistan?
Well, I think that knowledge is something which is not limited to the four walls of an educational institution. Exposure is a very important component of knowledge, wisdom, and experience. So this exposure has given me opportunity to see countries like America, Britain, Australia, and Muslim countries like Qatar, Indonesia, how they have managed to make people respect each other, irrespective of race or creed. So I think that the exposure and the visits of different countries, European, Western, or Muslim countries, have made me, in fact, wiser than I was before the exposure.
Sir, as you very rightly pointed out that there are so many races and creeds now living together, and then also the religion comes in. Do you see that are there many religious laws based in these countries, and how people interact without having those religious laws? Because when we see we have some very strict blasphemy laws and other laws, do you think that plays in the safety of one's religion, or do you think that sometimes it create borders among religions? How do you see it?
It depends actually on the history of different countries, and then the development
Exactly.
of their societies, their thoughts, and political structure.
Yeah.
So as far as my experience is concerned, like in the Muslim countries, in Indonesia, for example, I see that there are no strict Islamic laws,
Indeed.
except in one part of Indonesia called Aceh, as far as the rest of the country is concerned. But the society has been transformed in such a way that the majority of the population, they act upon the real spirit of Islamic teachings,
Exactly.
giving respect to different faiths and different nationalities. So is, for example, America, which is a center of opportunities, and you can see and you can meet people of all religions and all nationalities, ethnicities. But the society there is such that you find the people large-hearted. Many. It doesn't mean that it is like a general attitude. There are Islamophobic trends.
Yes.
There are many other problems, but the majority people, you will find them large-hearted, accepting others, giving space to others.
So as I understand, as you said, that it's more about how the people's perspective is toward others. Do you think that media plays an important role in this? Do you think that how we are portrayed on media also plays this important role to bridge this interfaith harmony among people?
Yes, media is very important. If we see in Pakistani context, like for example, there happened this Sialkot incident,
Yes.
where a Sri Lankan manager was killed. The allegations were related to blasphemy.
Yeah.
But then the media played a very positive role. And you can see that the people, in majority of the people, although entire Pakistan condemned the event.
Exactly.
So was the recent case of Janawala, where media played a very positive role. And the common man opinion, common Pakistani opinion was very against such incidents. So I think media role is very important. So is the case in the Western media. There are good reports. One can find that media is playing a very positive role in cementing relationship. But then there are some channels which are to be taken with a pinch of salt.
Yeah. Sir, as you mentioned these two horrific cases and they are stick to our memories, do you feel that what are the ways in which you have tackled these radical approaches? Because we see people launching on people. So how to deal or tackle with these radical approaches?
Continuous efforts.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, hate has become an industry.
Yeah.
And then, when you play on the feelings of people, this sort of hatred and hate moves, they give you like greater acceptability, media coverage, these sort of things. So the people who are trying for common good, they should remain active. They should continue their efforts. And with the passage of time, I hope that ultimate victory will be for logic. Logic will prevail.
Yeah.
And we are seeing that logic is prevailing in most cases, like I referred to Sialkot incident and then the recent incident of Janawala.
I mean, to that, we all hope that logic prevails. But also, sir, do you feel that art and culture plays an important part in bridging this gap, in making interfaith harmony more among people? Does art and culture play the role to connect people?
Uh, Very important, because art and culture is actually the phenomena which is product of your society, because culture is a demonstration of your societal trends and art is integral part of it. So if you promote your cultural heritage and the old traditions, you do not forget the heritage, the past,
Yeah.
and try to transform it and to convey it to your younger generation. And promoting art, this brings softness,
Yeah.
this brings mercy, this brings feelings of sympathy and togetherness.
Yeah.
So I think these are very important aspects to be promoted.
Also, sir, you are one of those people who we see in our say in our PUAN wordings are golden member. You have been to US as an IVLP twice.
Yes.
How was that experience? And was interfaith harmony or the religion was contact of these visits as well?
As far as the first IVLP program was concerned, International Visitors Leadership Program, 2004, that was interfaith.
Yeah.
We were taken to different old churches, new churches,
Nice.
to mosques, Islamic centers in different states of America, to synagogues, and to mandirs, and to some Buddhist temples. And we met people of different denominations, different sects, and a very good interaction with them. That was very revealing. And this trip took place, the visit took place after 9/11. So we were under the impression that it will be very difficult for us
Yeah.
to communicate with the people. But then we found that many people who were, of course, in anger after 9/11, and they attacked Muslims, but then they were repenting and they said that we went to the mosque and we apologized to the Muslims. So, these are things which are very touching.
Yeah.
And revealing, as well as giving you a good experience.
Yeah. And these are the things that remain with one forever, because
Yes.
always the feeling of this partnership, this brotherhood is something that keep us going.
Very true.
So, sir, looking forward, how do you see that what are the strategies and approaches that can help Pakistan build a progressive, interfaith, harmonic country?
Well, Pakistan is home to not only Muslims, but there is a sizable community of Christians throughout the country, particularly in the Punjab.
Yeah.
There are Hindus in Sindh, in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, in Punjab, and in Balochistan as well, particularly in Sindh. And in some areas in Sindh, they have their own members of national or provincial assemblies, because in those areas they are in majority. So I think that Pakistan has no other option but to promote interfaith harmony, interfaith understanding, and better relationship among them, the different religious groups. So the good thing is that now Pakistanis have realized, and in a number of universities, there are MPhil programs on interfaith. There are in the University of Peshawar, Sheikh Zayed Islamic Center, there is a full-fledged PhD and MPhil program on religion and theology. So this is giving good knowledge of other religions as well. So is the case in Allama Iqbal Open University, in some other universities as well. So awareness about the need and significance of interfaith good relationship is enhancing.
Indeed, indeed. There's no moving forward without having those inclusive places and having everyone involved in the journey towards better Pakistan.
That's true.
Sir, if you want to give one message out to all of our audiences in your journey, how your life experience has made it look like, and how do you want people to work in their lives?
Well, my message is that what is important is in this world that we should not make our foremost target making money.
Yeah.
You know, what is important is mutual relationship, being humane, empathy, sympathy, giving, and contributing for the betterment of the human being. And I think with these values, the rest of the affluence can automatically come.
Very rightly said. We have to think above the self-interest, and we have to include everyone with sympathy and empathy. Thank you so much for
My pleasure.
Giving your time today, sir. As I said, I was confused sitting in front of you, but I am really thankful for having this opportunity to talk to you and to have your wisdom on this large topic that you have given your life to.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you so
to
much.
be part of this very important team.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
sir.
very much.
Thank you.